as we're heading into transfer deadline day, the first transfer deadline day as my career as a professional footballer. I'm going into it very confident. As you guys can see, I've played 4 games, I've scored 4 goals and assisted 1. It's been a fantastic start to my player for Louis Shorty. I'm a 71 overall. I am the main striker here at Shrewsbury, and this is a fantastic start to this series, guys. This is today's second upload. If you did miss today's earlier upload, make sure you go check that out. Another episode on my Napoli Career Mode series. We're coming up against Burton in today's first episode, and today's episode is actually a bit of a different one. You guys are usually seeing me, play games, scoring goals, assisting quite a lot. But for the first half of today's episode, it is going to be quite different, and you guys are actually going to find out why it is different from this game against Burton Albion. I'm pretty sure that's how I say it. But obviously, we're in the Football League 2. We are in the lowest division in England. Let's hope that we can, with Shrewsbury, try and bring them up into, say, maybe the League 1 before I do leave the club. Obviously, I am 71 overall, so there might actually be other teams coming in with offers for me during the January transfer window. As you guys can see, this game against Burton is going to change today's episode. Well, really the first half of the episode. Shorty goes down with an injury. Already, guys, he started his career and he's already going down with an injury there. As you guys can see, the defender won the ball and then also sort of took me out too. So I am going to be off for the rest of this game. How long am I going to be out for? I'm going to be out for 4 weeks with a sprained knee. Sadly, Shorty's going to be out with a sprained knee, guys. But don't worry, Shorty will be back later on in today's episode. As you guys can see, the manager has sort of lowered his expectations for me and the actual objectives for me because of this injury. So it's a bit disappointing to see, guys. As you can see, out of 3 out of my 4 objectives, I have are on target, and my assists are just below target. But let's hope that we can bring that up, progressing throughout this series. So as you guys can see, they've actually updated the league objectives a bit from that. But as you guys can see, we're going to have to sit out in these Football League 2 games. It is so disappointing to sit out on games. Obviously, I'm part of the main 11 with me and Collins, the 2 strikers. And now Collins is playing with, I want to say it's Verona in there. He's number 10 with Collins number 8. As you guys can see, we lose against Hartlepool, but it's very disappointing to see that I am going to be out for this games. But let's hope, obviously, I am slowly getting there, guys, and then hopefully I'll be fully fit very, very soon. Coming up against Southend United, as you can see, we actually do miss a penalty. They do convert their goal, and so do we in the 67th minute, and that is how that game ends. As you guys can see, I am quickly going through these games. I don't want to waste as much time in today's episode while I'm out injured. I want to, hurry up with this injury and then jump into the games. As you guys can see, there's been new targets set for me, which is very, very good to see. At the beginning of the series, guys, Shrewsbury were actually sitting first. We were sitting first. Now I've actually dropped down into 5th position. But don't worry, guys, we're only 4 points behind Luton Town, who are sitting in first. As you guys can see, obviously, at the beginning of the series, when Shorty was scoring literally goal after scoring game after game after game, when he is on, say, not a dry spell, but in a spell that obviously I did pick up an injury, you can really see how much that does impact the Shrewsbury lineup and the Shrewsbury team from those results. As you guys can see, Shorty is returned. That's right. He's already back, as I did say. I don't want to waste too much time with his injury. I want to, get that out of the way and jump into a game. I'm playing with Collins, me and my strike partner Collins. We're starting a 5-3-2 formation for this game, and the Mansfield Town side for this game, they're starting a 4-5-1 formation. The striker really playing alone, as you guys can see, really more of a defensive, this 4-5-1 formation. And as you guys can see in the 19th minute, Mansfield Town actually had the first opportunity. As you guys can see, they got the ball down the winger, cut it inside, and their attacker does have a chance, but his shot does hit the side netting in the early stages of this game. As you can see in the 35th minute, Shorty on the ball is going to play it wide to one of our men. He is going to actually whip it across to try and find, I want to say Collins with the header, but that one does go off target, off the goal. and the scores are going to remain at 0-0. Our opposition did have a chance here, obviously in the 53rd minute, as you guys can see, playing the ball just on the edge of the area. And yet again, both sides couldn't really hit the target during this game, as you guys can see from the actual highlights. As you can see in the 76th minute, the ball, we actually win the ball back, and as you can see, the ball gets played through to Shorty, who takes a chance. His shot is deflected off the defender. From that, we did have a corner, but nothing did come from it, and the game is going to end, actually, Shrewsbury 0, Mansfield Town 0. So both teams 0-0. Both teams couldn't get a goal for themselves to win this game, so it's a bit disappointing to see, but obviously Shorty's first game back, let's hope that he can develop into the player that he was becoming before that injury, and let's hope that this injury doesn't actually, not say wreck his career, but you know, doesn't lead into a downward spiral for Louis Shorty. But let's hope that he can, you know, just continue where he was leaving off. As you guys can see, there wasn't too many highlights in that game, and as I did mention, I think it was episode number 1, there's games in my player that are so good. Literally, there's so many highlights, so many goals, and there's some games that it's just very hard. There's not too many highlights, not too many things going on, and obviously most of the teams in this Football League 2 are starting a 5-3-2 formation like our team is. It's very hard to, you know, do those attacking plays, and you know, when Shorty does receive the ball, it's him literally against 4 or 5 defenders, which is a bit disappointing to see. J Paint Trophy game against Suncorp United. As you guys can see, after extra time, we do pick up a 3-2 win. Upcoming objectives, as you guys can see, a minimum rating of 6.2. They want me to score at least 1 goal and maintain a goal conversion rate of 20%. So they're not actually they're not actually targets that are, say, unreachable. These are targets that Shorty can get, but the final game of today's episode is going to be against Portsmouth. And I remember the days, guys, when Portsmouth were actually in the Premier League not too many seasons ago, let's be honest, but now they're down in Football League 2, and it's actually very disappointing to see a team like Portsmouth, who were in the Premier League not long ago, are down in Football League 2. They're starting a 5-3-2 formation. Yet again, another team starting 5 at the back, and obviously the Shrewsbury side, it's 5 at the back for us too. But as you guys can see, I'm playing with Barnett up front. So Collins, he's been rested for this game. And as you can see in the 2nd minute, Shorty does win the ball, trying to make his way onto goal. As you can see, he's going to make his way inside the box. It's Shorty with the strike, and he's straight at the goalkeeper. It was actually a pretty hard shot there from Shorty, but the keeper did deal with that one. Very, very nice. Obviously, he couldn't actually clinch that one into his hands. Couldn't actually, you know, save the ball. It obviously deflected over into a corner kick, which did lead to nothing. As you guys can see, Portsmouth with the chance here during stoppage time of the first half, and it's a fantastic save there from the Shrewsbury goalkeeper, a real reaction save, and this game is going to remain at 0-0. But as you can see from that, the corner is whipped in. Barnett is actually going to play it over the top to me, Shorty. I'm actually going to take it down. What can I do with the ball here? Obviously, look, it is literally Shorty up against a couple of defenders. I make my way onto goal, and that's a really poor, you know, say shot finish there from Shorty. I should really be doing better than that if I do want to score a goal here against Portsmouth. As you guys can see, I'm on the attack here in the 47th minute, trying to get my first goal back from injury. As you can see, I lost it, I won it back, made my way into goal. Look at this skill run here from Shorty. He takes a shot, and it's a real easy save there from the Portsmouth goalkeeper. In the 63rd minute, Portsmouth now on the attack. They're trying to get a goal to put themselves 1-0 in the lead. You can see the cross and the shot from just, obviously, the ball came in, went past a couple of players, shot, and it was a nice save there from our goalkeeper. And our keeper actually played very good in this game, as you guys can probably tell from the highlights. But in the 82nd minute, Portsmouth with a bit of an ambitious shot there, but that's an easy save from our goalkeeper, and the game is going to end 0-0. So not the most entertaining episode of my player. Obviously, Shorty did pick up a disappointing injury, but we're going to have to push on and try and get him back to the level that he was, you know, scoring quite a lot. The level that he was before he did pick up his injury. Guys, if you have enjoyed this video, go ahead and drop a like rating, drop a comment down below that I can personally respond to. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any videos from me, and I'll see you all on my next video.